Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. You're absolutely crushing the trades and you're making some fantastic profits. So today I want to take a look at what traders want from prop firms. There are so many out there, all offering different variety of rules, trading platforms, what you can trade, etc. But what do traders really look for when they're trying to decide on a new prop firm? So if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, and if you are enjoying the content, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you agree with what I'm talking about. So the first thing we really want is a great reputation in the company. Now, reputation is very hard to quantify, and it can be duration they've been in the market for. It could be they've got a large number of traders who are actually working for them and making good profits. But then all new prop firms have to start from somewhere and build that reputation up over time. So it's kind of a combination of everything. And for me, it's very hard to say who's better than others at the moment. But there's always that sort of top tier echelon of prop firms at the moment who have the best reputation because they've been around the longest. So the choice of the broker is really quite key to how the prop firms operate. Now, essentially you're always trading on a demo account, so some people don't want to be paying fees. Why are we paying fees if it's a demo account? But it's trying to get into the real world of how traders actually work. And there's always going to be a commission based or a spread. Now, that's just the cost of placing a trade, and that's common across the whole board, but some do have higher commissions and higher spreads. So for me personally, my trading, I don't worry too much about the commissions because a lot of things I trade like gold or indices don't always have commissions applied to them. I'm more worried about the spread and the speed of execution. What I don't want to do is place a trade and there be a massive delay and a lag between myself and the broker. I want the execution to be really, really fast and the spreads to be as small as possible. So as long as on the major Forex pairs the spread is less than 1 pip, I'm happy. One of the real big factors in deciding on a prop firm is how quickly do they pay out. Now, when you actually sign up, no one has a really idea of how quick payment's going to be. You can always go by the FAQs and say, okay, we normally pay our traders within 48 hours, 72 hours, and that to me is acceptable. A lot of different prop firms have different payment schedules, so they'll pay on the 1st or the 15th of the month, or they wait until the end of the calendar month, and some just pay when your 30-day period is up on your trading account. But whenever that is and you've submitted your invoice, you should expect to get paid within 48 to 72 hours. Any longer than that is just unacceptable. And that will go into the first point of building the reputation. So if the prop firms are paying out their traders and they're paying them out in a fast, regular time, then therefore the reputation of the company will grow and get bigger. So my next point is choice of platform. Now, most of the prop firms will use MetaTrader or CTrader, and some of them only use MetaTrader 4, some use MetaTrader 4 and 5, and some use all three. Now, a lot of people, if they've been trading on one particular platform for a long time, they have all their indicators set up, they have all their EAs set up for them, and they won't like to change between MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5, or if they use a CTrader, then they're not going to want to trade with a broker or a prop firm who only has MetaTrader 5, just for an example. Now for me, I'm not too worried about the platform itself. I don't have a huge raft of indicators that are customized to one particular platform. I generally work on price action, therefore I've got very, very clean charts and just standard indicators if I overlay them, so RSI or moving averages. So for me personally, I'm not too worried about what platform they work on, but I know a lot of other people do want to have CTrader because they believe they're going to get better results because they can do more analysis and have much better execution with that particular platform. Now, leverage is quite a contentious point for prop firms. Some will go with 1 to 500, some will go all the way down to 1 to 3. Now, I think that only really becomes a factor if you're trading really, really large lot sizes and you've got multiple trades running at the same time. Again, for my trading style, I'll only have 1 or 2 trades open at any particular point. They're not massive lot sizes, and therefore I'm not getting into a point where the margin is becoming an issue. But I know people who are out there trading 10, 20, 30 lots on some of their account sizes, and therefore margin gets used up very, very quickly, and therefore they would like to have a bigger leverage as possible. So 500 to 1 would be perfect for them. On the flip side, when you get down to 1 to 3 leverage, that definitely is not something I want to get back into. I've had that previously and it wasn't able to work for my trading style. So anything that's 1 to 100 or above is perfect for most traders, I believe. So now come on to the use of EAs and copy traders. Now, the platforms I spoke about earlier, so MetaTrader, all have the ability to run EAs or expert advisors to be able to run automated trading. Now, a lot of people love that type of trading and therefore able to do very, very big returns on that. But a lot of the prop firms don't allow EAs or copy trading purely because they want to try and limit their risk. Now, there is no risk to them because not actually trading with real money, is all on demo accounts. So reality is, if you block that and do not allow that, you're chopping off a chunk of traders who that's how they work. It could be that there are some amazing EAs out there and they want to ban them from working on their systems. Therefore, they have that rule of saying no EAs, no copy traders. They probably know that one or two people have got some amazing EAs and have cracked the system, and therefore everyone's going to run a copy trader from their particular accounts. And before you know it, every single person who signs up with a prop firm is getting funded within a number of days because the EAs are so powerful. But I think that's quite a rare thing. I think the majority of people who run EAs or copy traders are just doing it in between their own accounts and are not actually pushing that across to a whole multitude of other platforms and traders. Now, everybody loves a dashboard and some metrics. I think that's quite key to how people look for prop firms, how you can actually report on what you've been trading. You can see some trends, you can see analysis on what you've actually done. Now, all of that data is already ready available in MetaTrader. If you're able to pump that into, let's say, MyFX book, or just download the reports themselves, you can run them through spreadsheets or in HTML files, and you can see all of the data that's readily there. So let's say a trader wants to really review what they're trading majority of the time or what they're losing on. And it could be that they believe in their mind they are doing well on a particular currency pair. So let's say euro dollar, they believe they're winning, but when you actually look at the stats overall, they are losing. And that stuff is really visible in a lot of the dashboards that are available from a lot of the prop trading firms. So although personally I don't believe that you should be running your drawdown and your max loss from them and just looking at the dashboard to see, okay, how am I doing? But I think the actual analysis tools behind the scenes to see times of day, trading pairs or lot sizes, what works best for you, you're able to really hone in and see what sort of performance tweaks I can make to become a better trader. So yeah, dashboards for me are one of the fundamental things that I would be looking for in a prop firm, just to be able to get that metrics and fine tune my trading performance. Now, as traders, we're generally isolated in our own little trading bubbles and our little rooms with our screens in front of us. But there are times we need to call a custom support team. Let's say we had a rule violation or a query or anything we've done in our trading, we need to question with the actual prop firm. If we're waiting multiple days to get a response back, that's just not acceptable. We need to be able to get responses to customer support queries in a very quick time. So I think customer support is quite high on my list of factors when choosing a prop firm, purely because when you need them, they have to be there ready available. It's not like a case of I need to ask a question and I'm okay to wait 3 or 4 days for it. I ask a question, I need a response in a number of hours. So again, a lot of the prop firms will only give trading in their geographical region. So let's say you are looking for a prop firm in Europe, then make sure their trading and support hours will work for you as a trader to be able to get a response very, very quickly. So community is quite a big thing, especially for traders, because we are so isolated. We're sitting in our trading desks, just literally looking at the screen for a number of hours a day. So it's really nice that if a prop firm is able to provide Telegram groups, Discord channels, etc. So therefore we can log in, post some ideas, chat with a few people, just to get a few bounce back of ideas. It really takes some of the isolation away from being a trader and therefore builds a rapport with other people doing the same things. And once you build that basic infrastructure and that platform, you can almost let the community and the traders run it themselves. You haven't got to be all the time managing questions and queries. It's nice to have an overall admin that comes in and says, okay, fine, you're a breach of our violation of our rules, or you're trying to poach people to go somewhere else. But yeah, overall, I think a good community and build up is a definite thing that the prop firms are building in the future. So on to my final point. I think that's quite a key one. And it's really clear and concise rules and requirements to pass the challenges. What we don't want as traders is to be literally halfway through our challenge phase, then realize that we're excluded from trading a particular currency pair or indices or anything else on the things that's been added to the FAQ list and we weren't aware of it. You need to have very concise, clear rules and parameters. There's probably no more than 5 or 6 things long. So max drawdown, max daily drawdown, profit objectives, those are the key things. And then beyond that, it's just a case of you can trade these instruments. These are the hours of days you can trade them. You can hold over the weekend or not hold over the weekend. It's just really clear, concise rules that don't change. I think a lot of confusion kicks in is when things do change and you're not told about it. So I know that some particular prop firms added a rule that you couldn't trade oil, and therefore that became a real issue for some people who had done one trade on oil, for example, and therefore had failed the challenge purely because they weren't aware of that particular thing had changed on the FAQ. So I hope you enjoyed my quick take on all the factors that go into choosing a prop firm. And especially if any new prop firms are coming out and going to be sort of established, then you better use these reference points as, okay, are they a good one for me? Are they a good fit? How do they stack up with others in the market currently? So comment down below if you've got anything else to add to this one, what you'd look for in a prop firm, and I'll see you all again soon. Cheers.